Hans, Themistode, FightHype.com. Here with one of my most favorite people, Coach Red. How you feeling,
What's
man?
up, man? I'm good. How are you?
You know, no complaints, man. I'm still alive, man. So it's all good. So, I mean, obviously, gotta talk about a few things. It seems that Canelo is leaving PBC. He's had to go over to the Zone. They're saying there was like some issues with the money and stuff like that, but I'm not sure. But what are your thoughts? Because now they're saying he's leaving them and he could be heading to the Zone to fight like a Berlanga and a Munguia. What do you think?
Oh, man, you always hit me with these questions.
I got to.
I really haven't been following it, to be honest. I just seen something on Twitter about him going over the Matchroom. I mean, I feel like Canelo has earned the right to make whatever decisions he want to make in his career. As a boxing fan, I would love to see him mix it up with Terence or Benavidez. Those are two fights that I would love to see him do. But at the end of the day, you know, Canelo's a living legend. He's got a great resume. He's, you know, fought a lot of top guys over the years. And I mean, what can I say? I can't, you know, I can't say either way. Like, you know, him and his team know what's best for him.
Now, I know you're saying that he's earned the right to do whatever he wants, but is it fair because he's not moving up, he's not moving down, he has all the belts, and unlike, for people that'll say Crawford is in a similar position, I would disagree because Crawford is saying he wants to move up, he's kind of contractually obligated to fight Spence anyways, so is Spence, I mean, is Canelo really, has he really earned that right since he has all the belts and he's not moving up? Or is he just clogging up the division by fighting a guy like Berlanga and Munguia?
I mean, you could say it that way. I mean, as a fan, of course, you want to see him take on the best competition. You know what I'm saying? The top guys. But
do you consider Berlanga and Munguia top guys?
See, there you go.
I ain't gonna hit you with no soft shit, man.
I'm not gonna speak on Berlanga. But Munguia is a formidable challenger. You know what I mean? He's a formidable guy. He's an exciting fighter, throws a lot of punches. He hits, gets hit. Exciting fight. I mean, I think that'll be a good fight for the public to see. You know what I'm saying? So I think Munguia will give him a formidable challenge. I will pick Canelo in that fight, but it would definitely be a great fight for boxing fans to watch. But I'm not gonna speak on the Berlanga. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to even do that, but you know, I would say Munguia is a formidable challenge.
When you look at your man Crawford, I mean, and you've known him for years now, and the guy he really wanted was Canelo. Yeah, he wanted, I mean, Spence, you know, it'll probably happen next, but he really wanted Canelo. Where does that, it might be hard to answer, but does it put him in like an uncomfortable situation where it's just like, I mean, I guess I'll fight Spence. I don't really want to fight Boots because he doesn't bring quote-unquote anything to the table. Yeah. And it's Tszyu only has one belt. All the other belts at 54 is kind of scattered around. Does it put Crawford, you think, maybe a little bit of an uncomfortable situation?
You think that we're in an uncomfortable situation?
Yeah, because it makes you guys, well, no, you guys, because it's just like, we really wanted that Canelo fight because you guys could have been undisputed again.
But the good thing is we got options. We can, Bud is willing, you know, our next fight might be at 54, like it might be at 60. Like you just, you know, we have options. So I don't think that puts us in an uncomfortable position. And the thing about the Canelo, like Bud, you know, Bud and the team, like we're serious about Canelo. We're not these guys that call people's names just to get their names back. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I see a lot of, you know, kind of how TOP want to call Bud's name. And, you know, is that really a formidable challenge? Is that really something that the people want to see? Do you really mean that? You know what I mean? I told you last time when other people were saying his name, I'm not upset at a call out. I want to see the follow through on a call out. So if you say Terrence's name, mean it. You know what I mean? Mean it and bring it to the table. You know what I mean? But the difference is, with Bud calling out Canelo, like Bud is serious about fighting Canelo and seriously feel like we can win that fight. So, you know, I feel like, you know, the boxing public is kind of this with it too. You know, you got some that favor Canelo, you got some that favor Bud. You know, that's a fight that fans would enjoy to see. So, you know.
with you saying that if you're gonna call out Crawford, mean it, right?
Mean it.
Now, I'm not gonna say if a guy means it or not, but you know, Teofimo calls him, but then he kind of wants to fight Devin, wants to fight Sabrillo, and like other guys.
Yeah.
But the one guy who does seem to call out Terence and mean it is Boots. So, but is it? It's like how did that fight happen? I'm pretty sure just as a boxing fan, you're just like, ooh, that'll be a good fight though. Of course, you're taking your man, but
I mean, you gotta look at the resumes. You gotta look at what's in it for us. What's in it? I mean, it's everything for him to gain. What is it for us to gain? It's just another person that Terence would beat. You know what I mean? And I'm not like I told you last time. You keep bringing it up. But like I told you last time, I mean, who's his best win? Who has he beat? I mean, you can go eyeball test, you can do all that, but you know what I mean. Tszyu at least has names on his resume. You know what I mean? So
and he's a bigger guy.
Yeah. So if we fight him, if he gets past Keith Thurman, that's another name on his resume. So that's a more, you know, formidable fight, and more where you can get the money that you deserve for that type of fight. You know what I'm saying? It just has to make sense, man. Like, Bud ain't never ducked and dodged nobody. But at this point in his career, you know what I mean, is you know, he's right around the corner from retiring. So what do you want when you're about to step out of the game? You want the biggest money fights available. This is not 5 years ago. It's not 2 years ago. And as we all know, when Bud fought Avanesian on the Black Prime, BOK Prime card, Boots did get the call. Bozy did get the call or whatever, and they declined. You know, he said that, oh, my relationship with Steven Espinoza, I didn't want to ruin it, but you declined. So that was an opportunity. We fought a contender, we fought a top 10 guy. We went through the top 10 asking guys, and Avanesian was the one who accepted the money, accepted the fight, and came to Omaha to fight. You know, the other guys didn't. So you can't cry now because we've advanced our career and beaten Errol Spence and put us in a different type of stratosphere. I mean, that's not our fault. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you got to take the risk and take the opportunities when it presents itself. I mean, it is what it is.
Would you who are you taking between Keith Thurman and Tszyu?
Who am I taking? I have to. I don't want to make a pick. I don't want to make a public pick.
Or maybe like who would you? If it's a 50-50 fight, who would you give 51? Other guy got 49. Give somebody the slight edge. Not really picking, but the slight edge.
A slight edge I would give to Tszyu because of his activity. You know what I'm saying? Keith haven't fought in 2 years. This is a higher weight for him. I don't know. If it's the Keith Thurman of old, that's going to be a very interesting fight. I don't know how much ring rust he'll have. He didn't seem to have no ring rust with Mario Barrios, but that's Mario Barrios. So I don't know. I don't know. That's tough. It's a tough fight because Keith Thurman's movement and his speed and his power can give Tszyu some problems. But Tszyu is very patient. He cuts off the ring, and he has underrated boxing skill and timing. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see. That's an interesting fight. I'm actually interested in that fight. That's an interesting fight.
Would Thurman be on the table for you guys if he was to win? Because
I don't know.
Technically, he's at a catch weight at 55, so he wouldn't even have the belt at 54. You know what I mean? So,
I don't know. I mean, we have to wait and see. After that fight comes across, and we'll see what it looks like. We'll see who wins, and we'll see who. It just gotta wait and see. I can't speak on hypothetical with that.